around too? Yeah.
November 2, like New Orleans.
Oh. Let's go around the full town. Great. Hard work. And that's what's going to turn this state around. And Stan was talking about the dire circumstances we're in. And yesterday, listening to the radio and hearing about Central Falls being in receivership. And it's, boom, another hit to Rhode Island. And the people on the radio were saying, perhaps West Warwick next, perhaps North Providence next. And we tend to get depressed in this state. And as I was listening to the radio yesterday, as I heard this news, I was driving by the 195 relocation. And the ramp that takes you onto 195 was changed. I used to take it a little later. Now we're on the new one. All this construction around there. And I got myself buoyed up. I'm not going to get down on this state. And I thought of the $640 million that we've invested in moving this highway, we the taxpayers. And why is that good? My view is it's opened up about 30 acres of very valuable land downtown. This is going to be fantastic for our state. Why is it going to be good? My belief is that with Brown Med School moving downtown, new $100 million med school moving downtown, the Rhode Island Hospital, Hasbro Children's Hospital, Women and Infants Hospital just down the street, this real estate is primed for growth. And with right leadership, we can see that good growth. And my view is, when I was in Houston, Texas a year ago, as I drove by one area, I saw tremendous construction going on. Tremendous construction. It was a year ago, the depth of the depression. And I said to the person in the car, what's going on here? And they said, it's healthcare related. Rice University Med School's here, Baylor Med School's here. This is all health related. And I said, let's get a piece of that for the Knowledge District, right where we've moved this highway. And as governor, that's what I want to do. Get out there and get the growth industry, not chasing after windmills. I saw in Houston. It's medical devices, it's pharmaceutical companies, all happening there in Houston. And I'm sure this is a prime area because we have the land, we have the hospitals, we have the med school. It's perfect. The table's set. But we need the leadership to go make it happen. And Stanley talked about down in my home city of Warwick, where we've connected the airport to the Amtrak at the cost of, I think, $240 million dollars. Plus the taxpayers have paid for it. Anybody been there lately? And seen the connection?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It is.
And this is the closest Amtrak to an airport in the country, right here in Rhode Island. Nowhere else in the country does an Amtrak line go by an airport. This is only a quarter mile away. We've connected them now with this walkway. And why is that good? Because companies are going to want to come here, come to this area, because their people can jump on the plane, they can jump on the train, they can jump in their car and go on 95. It's all right there. And in fact, the Amber Construction, who had its asphalt plant on Jefferson Boulevard, is moving his asphalt plant and putting in a $300 million office hotel complex. It's already paid for itself with this project coming through the Warwick Planning Department and City Council with their approvals. I just met with Mike DeAmber and saying, how's your project going? And he's saying, it's going. We'd like to see the economy tick up a little bit, but we're ready to go. The table's set. And so as governor, I want to get out there and keep up that same kind of momentum that we see with the DeAmber project on Jefferson Boulevard. There's lots of opportunity in that real estate around there. And then lastly, in Quonset, we've invested $120 million. So we have the 640, the 260, the 120 million. That's $1 billion we've invested in putting a road into Quonset. And that area is primed, of course, if this Deepwater Wind project goes off with the construction of the turbines, the construction of the windmills. They're all to take place in Quonset. Again, we the taxpayers have invested by building this road in there. The table's set. All we need is the leadership to go out and make it happen. And so that's why I'm running. And I'll just thank you once again. Stephanie's here. My wife's here. Thank you very much for coming and supporting our shared view of getting this state going. And I'll just have to add lastly, as I travel around the country, and when I was in the Senate, traveling around, people, when I said, where are you from? They said, Rhode Island. I said, well, you want to do business there? Too often, I heard people say, Rhode Island, it's not an ethical state. Who wants to do business there? And that's something we definitely have to change also. And in Chafee administration, can promise you, every decision, every minute, every day, of every week, of every month is going to be an ethical decision. Because I want to change that, take that cloud off. I don't want to be hearing from people about my state. And I think that's how you change it, decision by decision. So thank you very much.